Ástæða þess að Peter ákvað að sigla til Íslands var of mikil veðurblíða í suðurhluta Evrópu.
And from here I'm going to Azores and around the Azores back to France. So I have a 4,000-mile North Atlantic triangle. In November I'll be starting the Vendée Globe, which is basically a French race, or originated in France every 4 years. It starts in France, goes south through the Atlantic, and then around the big capes, the Cape of Good Hope of South Africa, south of Cape Levin of Australia, south of the Cape Horn in South America, and then back up the Atlantic to France. So you could also say it's a circle around Antarctica. Non-stop, no help from the outside, solo. And it takes, the winner will take about 80 days, but I count for food and all that stuff, I count on 100 days.
Þótt skútan sé eðalgripur sem skartar öllu því nýjasta í tækni og tólum, þá vakna samt ýmsar spurningar. Eins og sú hvernig menn fara því að sofa á þessari 100 daga siglingu þegar engin annar til að taka við stýrinu.
There are different approaches to sleeping. So the British sometimes approach it very scientifically, and they sleep in a hospital with electrodes on and find their sleep cycle. But the problem is the wind and the waves and so on don't listen to that cycle. So I do it in a different way. I do it more the French way. I sleep when I can. I have to sleep also with the boat at full speed. In the beginning that is alarming thought. But after a while you get sort of used to it, not really completely. You don't sleep very deep because you're on the alert, and sometimes you have to react very, very quickly. But the boat can be going 22, 24, 26, 7 knots continuously, and you try to sleep.
Hávaðinn líka gríðarlegur þegar skútan komin á fulla ferð, svo það eiginlega ekki annað að gera en bara stinga eyrnatöppum í eyrun og reyna að hvílast þegar færi gefst. Aðstæður eru þó eins góðar og þær gerast borð í svona skútu.
This is going to be my cave for 100 days. Here I sleep, and here I eat, and here I navigate. I have the beds on both sides, so I can always sleep on the high side, which is better for the balance of the boat. I have my navigation system here, which I can pull up to the high side. My little kitchen, not a great gourmet kitchen, but it works for me. It's smoking all the time. Why does somebody do something like this is a very difficult question, because there's no real sensible answer to that. It is a bit crazy. You're alone, you're far away, you're way far away from help. You have to do everything yourself. It's super uncomfortable, it's cold, it's wet, but it is a great challenge. And before it's too late, I want to have done it.
Þetta hljómar dálítið eins og þeir sem vilja klífa Everest eða ganga á pólana og standa í allskyns ævintýramennsku. Suma bara langar til að takast á við ögranir og áskoranir af þessu tagi. Fjölskylda Peters samt ekki alveg sammála honum að þetta sé góð hugmynd.
They are not happy. They're not happy. I have 2 daughters who are really mad with me. So mad that they actually don't want to know anything about it. I have 2 sons who think it's cool but don't want to show that. And my wife was very quiet for a few months, and then she said, "Doesn't matter what I think of it, you do it anyway, so I'll better help you." And she's a great help. You know, the Vendée Globe is a race, and there's a maximum of 30 participants. For about 10 or 12 of those, it's a real race for every meter they fight. For the rest, it sort of comes down to an adventure and to a challenge and to have done it. The Vendée Globe is a race that traditionally, historically, statistically over the years, not more than 50% of the started boats have managed to do the round the world thing. The last edition, only 30% came back to France. So the chance to make it is very small. Another comparison is that Mount Everest has been climbed by over 5,000 people, and alone around the world non-stop by less than 200 people.
Peter og teimið hans hafa lagt mikið í undirbúning og skútan afar öflug úr besta fáanlega efni, hönnuð til að geta farið hratt.
The boat is pretty much state of the art. It's a complete carbon construction, super light, super thin. The hull thickness is less than 3 millimeters. The sails are super modern. The design is very new. The boat was built and delivered last year, so it's a year old. But it's a super powerful boat. It's very wide. I have the water ballast. I have the canting keel, which is the only thing that is allowed to be handled hydraulically. All the rest is hand-powered. This is one of the new developments on the newest generation boats. It's the so-called foils. And when the boat is heeled, the tip is just about on the water level, and the more or less the horizontal part gives a lift like that, and the vertical part avoids the sliding away of the boat. There's a lot of potential in it. It's the first generation of the foils. I'm sure that 3-4 years from now, when we will be looking at them, we will be having tears in our eyes, because this will be the Stone Age.
Þessi hönnun þýðir að skútan svífur hálfpartinn yfir vatnsfletinum og getur náð mikilli ferð. En að sama skapi verður höggið mikið þegar hún missir ferðina við að detta niður af öldu til að mynda. Það svipað og að vera í bíl sem þarf að nauðhemla. En það eru handföng allstaðar borð sem Peter getur gripið í þegar þetta gerist, annars hætta á að hann kastist til og brjóti í sér beinin. Það væri afar óheppilegt þegar maður staddur lengst út á rúmsjó með enga hjálp nærri. Eitthvað kostar þetta líka, gæti einhver sagt og spurt.
The boat like this one, like the newest version, cost is a serious money outlay, and I just hope that when the time comes that I want to sell it again, that there's somebody who's interested to pay again a silly amount of money. At this moment, I've already been approached by 3 different interested parties, but at this moment I don't want to talk about what I do after the Vendée Globe, because after 100 days I might be totally in love with that sort of sailing, or I might never want to be on a boat like this again, and I'll see that when I come back.